So I decided to do like a really dark black smoky eye. It's kind of on like the purpley cool toned spectrum, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna think it looks like a bruise, but you can do a black smoky eye with warm transition colors just as easily. I just felt like doing cool tones. I use warm tones all the time, so I decided to mix it up and kind of go in the purple direction. My favorite thing about a black smoky eye is I feel like you can really wear it anytime. It just depends on if you are brave enough. You can wear it like very structured with some liner. You can wear it with no liner like I'm doing. You can have it like crazy grungy. You can have dewy skin, matte skin, light lips, dark lips, red lips. Lashes, no lashes. It really is such a versatile look to me, and you could rock this like anytime, to be honest, in my opinion. Most people may not think that you can rock a black smoky eye at 10:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, but in my so humble opinion, you definitely can. Especially if you kind of switch up the transition colors, it can really bring out like any eye color, and it's gonna match like any outfit. So I think just go for it. If you want to do a black smoky eye, just freaking go for it. Also, this is a really good look if you want to practice putting on lashes, or if you have some nasty grungy like old lashes that I probably shouldn't still be using, like me, then you kind of can't tell like how gross they are. If the band is kind of gunky, like you really can't tell with this look unless you really like, if somebody really gets in your face. So it's great all around. And honestly, if you get really good at it, it does become a look that you can kind of just slap on. Like you do a nice transition, slap on some liner, pack some black eyeshadow over it. I did these in like 15 minutes, and they're a little kind of messy, maybe on the grungier side, and I didn't do liner, but it's definitely something that if you practice it, you can get really good at it and then do it like super quick. It can be a go-to look. I didn't do anything crazy with like highlighting even on the face, which is really new for me. I kind of did matte all over. I did a slight highlight on the eyes and a slight highlight on the cheek just so I didn't look so dead. But normally I do like super dewy skin, like glossy lips, all of that. I kept everything on the more matte side, at least for me. But like I said, it looks great with anything. It looks great with like minimal makeup on the face. It looks great with like a full face, structured contour, all of that. To me, a black smoky eye will always look good. It's about your confidence in wearing it. If you want to look like a grungy little girl with like minimal makeup on the face, even on the lips, with a nice dark black smoky eye and like full lashes, I think that looks so fucking cool. So just do whatever you want. Pray for this audio, okay? I know that my last talk through, the voice recording was absolute crap, but honestly, I was so frustrated by the time, like I just settled for it. I know it wasn't that good and the quality wasn't the best, but I had been trying so many things and I was just like, you know what? I am an amateur. That's as good as it gets. So I just put it up anyway, but this one will hopefully be better. I think I figured out what I need to do. So pray for this audio. Lord be with me on this audio. I kind of have an idea of doing like a full face yet natural looking makeup look, but other than that, I really don't have any ideas of what to do that aren't like crazy, like crazier than this, with just color and everything. So if there's anything very specific that you want to see, go ahead and like leave a comment down below. You can follow me on like Twitter, Instagram, tag me and stuff that you want to see me try to do, or maybe I could teach you how to do it. I don't know everything about makeup, but I used to be a makeup artist, so there are some things and some products that I might be able to share with you that could help you if you want me to review anything. Really, like, the world is our oyster. Really, the world is our oyster. So just let me know what you want to see, if there's anything really, really specific. I think that's really all I want to say. Let's get into this hopefully decent voiceover. Okay, so first I'm going to conceal and prime my eyelid with the Master Conceal from Maybelline. I like to use this when I'm going for more intense looks because it's very full coverage concealer, so it's really going to cancel out any discoloration and put a perfect base for whatever eyeshadow I go in with next. Then I'm going to use this kind of cream colored eyeshadow. You can just use a face powder. This is just kind of what I had handy just to set the eyelid. Then I'm going to go in with this light purple color. It's that very first color in the very first row of the Morphe 35T palette. Then I'm going to go in with the next color down. The Morphe palettes aren't labeled with the shades or anything, so I'm just going to have to point them out which ones I'm using. But I'm using the same brush just to deepen up that crease even more and make that transition the exact pigment that I want. Then I'm going to take this darker purple color off the bottom row. With a fluffy brush that's a little bit pointed, it's a little bit more tapered, and I'm going to dig that right into the crease, and then as the pigment leaves my brush, just kind of blend it both ways, both onto the lid and upward. Blending it down onto the lid is going to help in the long run when you're trying to make that transition from black into the other colors. Then going back with the original brush just to help blend that out with no extra color on there. Then I'm going to take a black eyeliner. You probably shouldn't do it on your finger, but whatever. I like using my fingers more than like a little brush just because I knew I wanted it to be pretty smudgy looking, so I figured my finger would be fine. So I just kind of smudge it on there with my finger. This is the black pot eyeliner from Maybelline, I believe. This is like the blackest black gel eyeliner that you can get from the drugstore. Then I'm taking this other Morphe palette. The only reason I'm using this palette is because it has that super dark matte black color. You can use any matte black that you have. Then going in with this deeper brown on a really small brush, I'm gonna go right on the line where the black ends and the other colors start and just go back and forth over that line to diffuse it and kind of blend it out. This is where you don't want to take that black too high. You just want to make sure it looks really blended right in the crease area. And boom, by the power of editing, the other eye is done. Now I'm just going to throw on some mascara. Then I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, just kind of in the center areas, just to make sure everything is nice and primed and fairly smooth. And then I'm going to spray the Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray from Maybelline. It is a setting spray, but I like to use it before and after my foundation to really kind of lock it in. I do cover my eyes just to make sure that they don't get wet and mess up. I use the Coverall Cream Foundation from Wet n Wild. This is just a really nice full coverage foundation, and I really wanted my base to be very flawless. I didn't want any kind of structured contour or anything like that, but I wanted it to be fairly matte and very flawless. Then I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer just on the inner corner. It's just warm enough to cancel those dark colors in there, like for my dark circles. And I'm using just a tiny little eyeshadow brush. It's like a no-name brush from Walmart, just to really get in there and blend it out without messing up any of my eyeshadow. I use this concealer as a color corrector pretty much every time I use it, especially when I'm this pale. I'm going to go in with the Master Conceal from Maybelline again for under the eyes. It's a really full coverage concealer, and again, I'm going for that really flawless skin look. This is also a good time to use that concealer to kind of correct the shape of the eyeshadow and make sure it's exactly how you want it, whether you want a more winged out effect or a more rounded effect on the eye. I went ahead and kind of baked under my eye just very quickly because my skin is pretty dry, so I just put it on there and like immediately wipe it away. Then I'm going to go ahead and tightline my upper lid and kind of go over the band and make sure that the glue is covered with black liner for those lashes that I just stuck on. Then I'm going to follow the exact same steps that I did on the top onto the bottom. The same transition colors, making sure that they kind of link up to the top and really blend in, and there's no choppiness between my upper lid and my lower lash line. You don't have to do the bottom line as smoky as I did, but I really wanted the black to be completely around my eye. You can leave the bottom a little less smoky and just keep the intensity on the top if that's what you want. It's just a little bit less intense of a look, but I wanted to kind of go full blown. And I kept this look really matte, but to amp up something like this, you could do a really bright and shiny or even colorful highlight, maybe on the middle of the lid or even on that inner corner. I think that with a look like this, something like an iridescent purple or blue sparkly highlight on the inner corner would really take it to that next ultra cool level. But I was trying to keep this look really matte. Then I went ahead and just filled my lips in with the matte lip color from e.l.f., the little twisty up sticks. I love these. And then boom, all of the footage of me finishing my face is gone. I don't know what it is with me losing footage. I have no idea what's going on, but I didn't do any kind of structured contour or anything. I just threw on my typical bronzer, my typical blush, and a very light wash of my highlight. Bear with me while I try to do these cool shots of my makeup and just cannot keep it together whatsoever because I cannot take myself this seriously. Okay, y'all have a good day. Bye. I can love you like that. I can make you my world. Fuck, okay. How you living? Ah, Jesus, that scared me. And I need... Ah, shit. Oh, I have to do that fucking outro shit. Fuck. This is like the worst part. I have to like put on music and like ignore that this is weird. I suck at life.